Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a simple third-person character controller and with the Unity asset starter pack, but with your own model that you can get from MIXAMO, for example. So here you see you can run, you can jump and walk, whatever. So it's really fast actually, because Unity has this starter assets that's a third-person character controller, and you have also first-person character controller if you want. And well, let's download it so we know what it is. So you just can add it to your assets. I already did this. So what you do is go to Window, Package Manager, and just go to your starter assets, third-person character, control it, and download it and import it. Now, if it doesn't appear here, just here refresh it and it will appear. So I already downloaded it. So first download and then import. I'm going to import it now. If this warning appears, don't worry, just install and upgrade. You won't have any problems. And import. It could appear that then you have to use a new input system in Unity and whatever. You just say accept to everything. Unity may shut down and open again. Don't worry, that's okay. Great, so here it appeared. We have the starter assets. Let's first, just to see how this is, let's go to our third-person controller. Here, scenes. Here we have playground, so we understand how this works. And if we put play, let's open this up a little bit more. You can simply just arrow keys, and with the mouse you can just look, and you can move. If you press shift, you can run, you can jump with space. And well, it's pretty understandable how this works. So what we're going to do is how we're going to add this same character controller, but we can also add whatever model we want. We don't always have to use this robot style person. So let's stop this and try how we're going to do this in our own scene. So let's go back to our scene and go to Starter Assets, third-person controller, and here we're going to go to Prefabs. Now move this nested parent armature unpack and just put it in your scene. To get near, just go to your armature. Here we go. Let's put it a little bit higher. There we go. Now unpack it. Prefab, unpack. Great. Now let's try it for now, just to see if it's working. It should be working. So let's put play. That's right. So it moves, it jumps, it runs. So this is working. Now, because I don't need these buttons, I'm going just to take these two. The event system I'm not going to use either, so we're going to select these two and don't put them active. And now what we're going to do is going to go to MIXAMO. Here they have great animations and characters, and I found this guy that's called, if you go to characters, and here we have Lewis, and I like how he's as a model, so I'm just going to download it. To download it, you're going to need the T-pose and it to be FBX. So we're just going to download it, and we're going to choose in the folder of our project, in the assets, and here wherever you want. I have a prefabs folder. I like to put them there, and we're going to put a nice name, Lewis. Let's just put 2 because I already had a Lewis there, and save. We're going to have to do some changes. Here, click on your package and go to rig, And here where it says animation type, go to humanoid because it's a humanoid, and this is what the nested parent armature uses, a humanoid animation. And in the avatar definition, we're going to do create from this model and apply. Great. What else? We're going to first, let's make this bigger because it doesn't make sense in this scene. So we're just going to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Let's move it a little bit higher. There we go. Now, in the player armature, you will find the geometry that's like the mesh. So if we deactivate this, it's the mesh, right? And here we have the skeleton that's basically the rig. So these two, we won't be using them because we're going to use our own mesh and rig. So we're going to unpack this because we want to edit it. We're going to unpack it. And these two, we can delete them or deactivate them. I'm just going to deactivate them. And now we're going to add our Lewis to the player armature. So it has to be inside player armature. We're going to put it there. Perfect. Now, here in player armature, you will see that you have an animator. And here we have an animator too. We have to take this one out. So we're going to delete this one, remove component. Don't worry, it will be there, but it's not there actually. And here in player armature, we're not going to use the armature of the old avatar. We're going to use the armature of the new one. So we're going to put Lewis here, Lewis too there, and it will appear. And now that you see here, he's white. So how are we going to fix this? Just go here to Lewis and materials. And instead of using used embedded materials, just go to use external materials and apply. Perfect. Here, just put fix now. Don't worry about it. And there, the materials are great. So now I think if we put play, it should be working. So great, now we have a simple third-person character controller and it works pretty good. You can run and do all the same things that you could do with the other model. Like and subscribe.